What's up, guys? It's Will Burroughs. I graduated from the University of North Carolina at Charlotte with my bachelor's degree in exercise science, and today we are going to be covering a upper workout. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Alright, guys, today is going to be the start of the new upper lower split. We are going to be starting with incline bench press, and pretty much all of these sets for this new training cycle are going to be done within a 4 to 8 rep range. I have done some looking at the data, and it doesn't really seem like there's much benefit at all to going past 8 reps, especially when you look at the recovery data. So this is just going to be my personal experiment and testing it on myself and seeing how it matches up compared to the other training methods that I've done, and especially since I'm coming off a high volume training style, and this would be considered more low volume, but again, from what I have seen in the data, this type of training looks to be more efficient at building muscle, but obviously I do want to just run it on myself and see how it works. So far, I am about a week and a half in to the training cycle, and I am loving it so far. The next exercise is going to be tricep pushdowns. Pretty simple. When I first started working out, this exercise actually gave me a lot of trouble to learn how to do properly. The best way that I can describe it is just imagine it's like a arcing movement, and you're moving along a kind of like a circular arc rather than just trying to push it straight down. And that helped me a lot with figuring out this exercise, because I pretty much used to do it like I think they call it like a jackhammer press or something, but pretty much using a whole lot of shoulders in an exercise that's not supposed to use your shoulders. Anyway, the other thing that has been good about this split so far is it's definitely made strength gains a lot quicker. And it's not that you don't get strength gains doing, higher reps and higher volumes. It's just that it's harder for your body to recover. And from the data, when you're training with heavy weights, like 85 to 88% of your 1 rep max, which puts you around like the 5 rep range, 5 to 6 rep range, you can train at 1 RIR and get pretty much like the same benefits as if you were to go to failure. However, when you're training with higher reps, you legitimately do have to go to task failure to be able to create that maximum stimulus. So there's a nice little added bonus in there where, like with heavier loads, you're already generating less fatigue since you're doing lower reps, but you also get to save yourself the fatigue of failure. You don't have to go to failure. So I've been recovering really nicely from all of my sessions. Each time I've gotten back into the gym for the upper or lower day, I'm feeling extremely fresh. So yeah, that's been going good. We skipped a couple exercises. The first exercise there was pull-ups. Again, I'm just trying to increase my workload. I've started doing pull-ups, like a month ago or a little bit more than a month ago, and we went from 1 rep to 6 reps. So, and that was with a 1 RIR. So definitely improving the pull-up workload, and I've also been adding reps as I have been getting heavier, which is great. I was probably around 185 when I started in doing the 1 rep, and now I'm 195, 196, and able to do 6 reps at a 1 RIR. I got one of those belts that you can add weights to, and I'm going to start loading it. And that way, just to keep progressive overload without having to keep increasing the reps, because I'm going to intentionally make most of my exercises, for the most part, in the 4 to 8 rep range. Some exercises you may see me go over. That I'll cover that after I talk about the biceps. Preacher curl, great exercise. You have a great leverage for the bicep. This is just like overall, if you want to build your biceps, preacher curls are going to do you a huge favor. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You may see me go over the reps sometimes, and this could be due to me miscalculating how much weight I should be using. Just for a little context, when I was younger, I powerlifted, and I am nowhere near as strong as what I was when I was younger. However, when I'm not considered untrained, right? I'm considered detrained. And the difference between, being untrained and you're just hypersensitive to the stimulus of working out, it is completely different when you are detrained. And people who are detrained typically make strength gains back pretty quickly. And from what I remember from the classes that I've taken on this, the reason for this is that in your muscles there are these myonuclei, and when you work out, you can increase that number of myonuclei in your muscles. The thing is, when you get detrained and you're not training like that anymore, the amount of myonuclei you have doesn't decrease, right? So you still have the added benefits from the time that you were working out, and it makes it easier to get back your strength. Again, I'll probably go look back into it after this and make sure that's right. But from my understanding, that is what happens, which pretty much just means that I used to be a lot stronger than I am, and I'm going to probably get a lot of strength back quickly. I've already seen this with some of my exercises, like from the first week of training to this week, some of my exercises, legitimately, I put on 10 to 20 pounds in 1 week. So, that is something to keep in mind. I will do my best to try and gauge how strong I'm getting, at least while I'm catching up to a close point to where I was before. But, sometimes I may go a little bit over that, but it'll mainly be in the 4 to 8 rep range. And then the last exercise will be dumbbell lateral raises. Just trying to get some work on them. Nothing crazy. I'm just letting the compound lifts do most of the talking for my muscles in this upper day, and then the lateral raises are just to hit the shoulders, which are pretty much the only things not getting hit in this exercise. But this is going to be the training cycle for the time being, or at least the upper one session, and just looking to make good progressive overload on this. Anyway, this was a short one, but if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like and subscribe. Gonna be going a little bit more into some technical stuff in the upcoming videos, but I will see you guys tomorrow with a lower workout.